just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Now, faking the give. Now he'll run.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a 1st down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
Let's go. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to A-Chan. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Moving the tight end right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Achane. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They bring their tight end right to the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Panthers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Panther first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Young. That one complete to Leggett. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Young. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
3rd and a yard. Young. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Here's Young to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Carolina. That his 1st touchdown of the new year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Dolphins 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Tight end on the move left. A 2nd down throw for Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
On first down is Young.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Throwing on second down, Young. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On first and 10, here's Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Young to throw on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Quick throw, taken in.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Young to throw on first and 10. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
14, Dolphins 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. First and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
A throw on the move is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Achane. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. 2nd and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He's going to air this one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw. Young. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Young quickly out to Ligettin. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Panthers.
To throw is Young. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. On the ground, this is Hubbard. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Here's Young to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run with Hubbard, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown Carolina. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Panthers are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
For a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Achane. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Back to throw. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll run with Achane. Good blocking, and he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
They'll run with Achane. A dive, and he's in. The two-point conversion is successful.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On first down is Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Tight end going in motion here. On second down, Young. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pass play good for 22. It's a Carolina first down. They motion the slot man left. Young to throw on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Here's second and 2. They send the tight end in motion. On play action, Young. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
A run out of the gun with Achane. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 47.
Here's Achane. He'll get this up close to a 1st down as he stopped just shy of midfield. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
Number 7, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Tight end motioning left. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Now Young. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Open man downfield is Leggett. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. On the bootleg, it's Young. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, It's taken in. And this is going to set him up with first and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown, Panthers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. He'll get this out to his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.